So yeah, we can get started again. Good morning, afternoon, or evening. Thank you for taking time out of your calendar to attend this webinar. Creo View Express, the free CAD viewer for everyone. So today's webinar will be covering Creo View Express. I'll most likely be just referring to Creo View because there's different options under the Creo View, and the Creo View Express is a free viewer. There is Creo View Lite, which is included if you have seats of Windchill, it's licensed. There's also Creo View MCAD and ECAD, but we will be focusing on the free Express today. This webinar will be recorded, so if you miss anything you want to review it, it'll be posted at a later date. So with that said, let's jump right into today's webinar. So our agenda today will be a brief introduction. We'll cover the topic overview. We'll go into a demo. We'll have a Q&A section. And so if you have any questions during the demonstration, please enter them in the questions portion of the chat. And I'll address them to the best of the ability at the end of the webinar or after. So my name's John Hughes. I'm a technical specialist with PDSVISION, formerly Boundary Systems. My background's 25 plus years experience with PTC products, focusing the last 20 plus on injection molding and design for plastic components. Applications are in various markets. I am a certified PTC Creo trainer. And we are PDSVISION, formerly Boundary Systems, a technology leader, first global reseller and preferred service provider. Our capabilities include consulting, product development, CAD design and simulation, implementation services, training, cloud, and help desk. Some of our background, founded in 2006 and acquired and merged with PDSVISION throughout the last several years and growing. We are now, like I said, a global company, and we have locations here shown in Canada, North America, Europe, South Africa, India. Besides being a proud strategic partner with PTC, we also have partner relationships with Moldex 3D used for injection molding simulation, Tacton, Xformation, Sigmaxim, ECAD, Keyshot, Samerix, etc. Some stuff we've been talking about and that's growing now, the digital thread, which essentially is just making sure the right information gets to the right people at the right place and right time. So Creo View Express, again, it's a free viewer. And it's a great tool for not only the CAD users, but the non-CAD users, such as managers, stakeholders, internal and external customers and suppliers, etc. Again, it's free to download. If anybody wants the link, we have a download on our website, as well as it can be searched on PTC. And the Creo View Express gives us the ability to view native Creo files as well as some other 3D formats. It allows viewing of many 2D formats such as DXF, PDF, and JPEG. We can perform measurements on files. We can view annotations and markups. So with that said, just jumping as quickly as we can into the demo. So wherever you have your Creo View at, I've got this in this folder, so I'm just going to launch the Creo View Express. And the Creo View Express interface launches. So if you're familiar with Creo, it's very similar. We have our in-graphics graphics window. We have our model tree and information over on the side. And we can go through just to simply open up parts. So let's go ahead, file, open. There's various formats that I mentioned. So you can open up native Creo. SolidWorks files, some CATIA, other 3D formats, PVZ, depending on what you're doing. We can also open up documents. So again, it's a nice tool that if somebody needs information out on the shop floor, supplier, you can send files to it. Anybody can open up these various files. So here we just opened up this PDF document, might be references for a fastener design. We're going to go through and open up a few other items. So again, here's some of the file formats. We got Creo View, PVZ, ED, etc. So some of these formats, the newest and latest is Creo View Zip. So what this does is if you generate and export a PVZ file, it's not importing all of that data necessarily from like a large assembly. So in this case, I'm going to open up this mold assembly here. So it opens, we populate everything in the model tree depending on how this is created. Now all these are individual parts. So if it was structured as sub-assemblies, so again, this opened that up relatively quickly. And we can go ahead and analyze this if we want. We can select components either in the graphics window or in the model tree. We get various information that is provided for us or available. We can select and hide various items to nail down and sort through that a little bit clearer. Again, so this is a great tool for suppliers or again, just to check the status. Stakeholders on share files easily. You do not have to be proficient or have the full license version of your Creo. So also moving in a little bit more capabilities. So we've got the assembly. And let me go back into, so we can unhide all. We can go into our sectioning section. We can view sections. So preset sections, we can change the direction, the side that we want to see if we just want to go and view. Also, if you have sections created already in a part, these sections will be available to you. Let me see if I can't open up another part. So we'll leave this open. We're going to launch another seat of Creo Express, Creo View Express. And again, this remembers some of the previous items that were opened up. If it goes to the wrong path, we can actually search. So again, you can browse to the file location. Now this is opening up the actual native Creo files. We've got this this motorcycle, this bike. And so say we've got this assembly, whatever the stakeholder or person next in line needs to look at some certain components. We want to look at, say, the wheel assembly. There's other functionality. We can do a find. We can type in our search. We can select a find next, find all. If we want to narrow it down to the assembly that we want to look at, we can select that and right click. We can open it in a new window. So as we see up here, we can toggle back and forth between our full view of the whole product, individual assemblies. Within here, if we want to isolate, so we can select components, again, within sub-assemblies or assemblies and isolate. Orientations, again, the orientations come across from your native Creo files under this, whatever saved, so you can orient it. Again, we can go through the process of either creating new sections Okay. Let me get back into this. Sectioning, preset sections. So again, we've got some preset sections. We can cap sections. Again, powerful tool, free for any user that needs to review files, check the status. Now, one thing that you cannot do in Creo View, well, we can do markups, but we can't actually save the markups. So if we go back and turn off the section or leave the section, go into a markup. So if you wanted, if management or somebody wanted to relay this, we can add notes with leaders. So here's our warning. The data set cannot be saved to an annotation set. We cannot save your changes, but if needed to relay something, you could still put a note on. Verify rev level. So you could still always add a note and then do a screenshot. And then share that via email, or we may be able to send active view by email. And we'll check and see if that comes across properly. So again, we can't save it, but we can easily share information that's needed with Creo View to check the status, make sure that it's progressing properly, make sure, again, manufacturing and or supply. And I apologize. Can you hear me? I got a question here that I cannot hear me. Okay, I'm assuming, okay, thank you. Let's see. Also within the Creo View, we can measure let me turn off the sectioning. View section. Oops. Markup. Okay. Having yeah. So you can do some markups, we can do some measurements, we can easily view and narrow down to open up large assemblies. subassemblies from in those models, open up individual or narrow down and isolate to individual components. And we've got these views in the top. We have them in 3 separate windows. If we wanted, we could actually show them all side by side, again, to help review more detailed information, capture information that's needed for the next stakeholders, and then share that. I guess I'm going to ask a favor. If anybody has any questions on something you would specifically like to see, we can jump into some of those areas now. Oh, there's some additional settings, of course, in under File. So we have various tools that we can use. We have our Help, which if we select the Help and go to Creo View Help, will launch us to the PTC Help site, which gives us added information that can be beneficial, especially for the non-CAD user. As well as under Options, we have various options that we can look under. So within the global, we've got our navigation. We can include watermarks. We can do measurements to discard or retain the measurements. In the view, of course, we have our sectioning. Our drawing viewer is DXF DWG. And we can customize our quick access toolbar, like in native PTC Creo, some custom commands, and we can customize our ribbon. Let's see. So again, we've got some information. Once you select and narrow down to a part, we'll go back into this assembly. So if some other things we can do again. You've got the large assembly. Again, we can hide it. We can select other large assemblies, open in a new view. And if we select parts that we want under the transform in the ribbon, we can move those parts out to see those in more detail. We can restore location, capture location. Again, great tool used to visually see, analyze parts, isolate, gather detail, relay additional detail, even though, again, we can't save markups directly in the Creo view, but there are the options to send those images out. We have a question that came in, what about files in Windchill? So yeah, Creo View, if you have Windchill, you would be using Creo View Lite, unless you have a higher seat Creo View MCAD or ECAD. But the Creo View Lite comes standard with Windchill. And this is for the non-Windchill, or anybody with Windchill can still use this. And the files can be shared. And again, so we primarily opens native Creo files. It can open up SolidWorks files, as well as CATIA. File, open. Let me get into the comparison document. All files. Trying to find the document on the comparison. And of course I misplaced that. So I seem to have misplaced the comparison. Let me locate that. If I don't find that, I will make sure that we can provide a link to that. And just some additional information. If you go to, we can do a search for PDSVISION or go to our website, pdsvision.us. We can view that. There's a folder for downloads. And here under our downloads, we can you can download Creo View Express. Again, it does not require a license. There's also additional information and downloads here. So a question that came in, we've had surfaces that are hidden in Creo Parametric still show up in Creo View. Is there a way to make sure that this does not happen? I will have to look into this and check and see. I was just experimenting with that before. Let's see if I've got that other window. So I cannot answer that question at the moment, but I will look into that. And or if you have an example that you could send or show, we can investigate that further. So again, going back to the demo, if there's any other items that we might want to look at further, please let me know. Again, it's a simple tool, relatively easy to use for the CAD and non-CAD users, and hopefully the information here gives you a little bit more confidence in looking at it, utilizing it within your company to either view and or share in some methods additional information. Checking to see additional questions. I'm going to pause the screen for a second and look for that document on the comparison. Okay, so I did find the document, so we can search and open up again additional documents. All files. So if we open up the Creo View comparison document, make this full screen, and we have Creo View Express, Creo View Lite, and Creo View MCAD. Creo View Lite and MCAD are integrated with Windchill. Creo View Express is not, but Creo View Express can open any files that are shared with customers, suppliers, etc. Looking in the format, so we mentioned that it can open up 2D formats, so we can open up drawings, DXF, DWGs, etc. We can open up JPEGs, bitmaps, and GIF files. Native imports of CATIA, IGES, and Venture Solid Edge Step. These are not capable in Creo View or Creo View Lite, but are in Creo View MCAD. So again, there are limitations, but it is a free viewer. Searching further down, we can definitely open up 3D models, drawings, PDF documents, images. We can zoom and pan, rotate, spin. It's very easy to use and intuitive. And again, it's a free viewer for everybody. It's a great tool and resource that companies should and can utilize. It does relay the information brought back. So if you are a native Creo user and you are saving stuff, again, you can work in your models, save these, narrow down the information that you may or may want to share to simplify it. If you don't need to share everything related to, say, to this tool. And isolate, suppress, and save, and just send the information that's helpful to search. In this case, just to check the status, you might be sharing this tool design. We've got a hot manifold, the 3 drops. It is at a certain design phase or design completion. With that said, let's go ahead and end the demonstration unless there's further questions, and we'll pause now actually for some questions. So again, if there's any questions, please enter them in. We will go down. Actually, besides waiting for some questions, if you want to learn more about this topic or anything Creo, please feel free to contact us if you're interested in training. We can do virtual, in-center, and on-site. Again, waiting if there's any more questions, and contact information. So again, thank you for your time. My contact information is displayed here, as well as our sales at PDSVISION.us. Please visit our PDSVISION.us. Check out our YouTube channel for years of other webinars on various topics. And if you have any suggestions on a webinar topic that we could investigate and provide, please go ahead and make those suggestions. Again, you can send those to myself and our sales at PDSVISION.us. So I don't see any more questions at the time. We'll leave it open for a few more moments and then let everybody get back to your day. I hope that you did find some benefit and use in the functionality of Creo View Express. Yeah, just in case I didn't cover it, there was a question about saving annotations. We cannot save annotations. You can actually view annotations that were created if you're using model-based definition within Creo. Those annotations are viewable. There is a question about does it support the display of movie clips, MPG? I am going to have to investigate that. I am not sure about that right now. So some of these questions I will definitely have to investigate more and get back. Okay, again, thank you all for your time. Please feel free to reach out to us if you have any further questions, or if we can assist with any other information, or point you in the direction of some other helpful webinars that are on our YouTube channel. Thank you and have a good day.